Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. And you know what? Today, what I need you guys to do for me is, if you like this video, do me a favor, like the actual video by pressing the like button, subscribe button, and if you want to be heard, anything that you don't like or anything that you want me to discuss with you, put in the comment section below, and I'll get to your comments. I'll try to get to as much comments as I can get to as possible. Today, we're going to be talking about some transfer rumors. We're going to be talking about the fact that we could be going after the likes of Buendia. We could be still going, Ozil could be still leaving on a free transfer before the end of the window, and Bissouma. We're going to be talking about the Bissouma updates. So yes, and anything else that you guys want to throw in. So throw in any questions while you're in the chat, and I'll try to get to them if I can. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Bang. What happened? Yes, people. So what's going on? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to be talking about a whole heap of things, a whole heap of stuff. And you know what? Let's just get started from the beginning. So we're going to be talking about Mesut Ozil, Bissouma, Buendia, and just a whole lot of different players and what they're trying to do, how they're trying to get into it. And we already got some people in the chat. Big up to you in the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah. So let's get right into it. The first topic of the day for me is none other than the man Bissouma. Let's get into the Bissouma talks. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about Bissouma, we'll look into him right now. So Arsenal transfer news, and Bissouma is a big topic of the Arsenal transfer news world, and this is the first story that I'm going to get into. So yeah. So as you guys can see, right, we are being heavily linked to Bissouma, and so what they're saying is Bissouma is telling his friends that he wants to be a gunner. He reportedly wants to move sooner than later. Arsenal are keen on Bissouma's transfer. The Brighton, he is a huge fan of the Gunners and would love to move. Bissouma's transfer stance with Arsenal is pretty much on the way. So it's confirmed that he has spoken to one of his agents. Like, it's confirmed that he has actually spoken to someone. Says that Edu has actually reached out to Bissouma's team, and this is just one of those guys in the midfield who could improve us immediately with his physicality. Imagine if Arsenal signed Bissouma, a double pivot of him and Pate. It would be absolutely wonderful to see, right? And then come on, you Gunners in the house. Yes, my guy Zane's in the house. Like the video, share the video, comment, and subscribe. Come on, people. Yes, that's what's up. Now, let's get into Bissouma and what type of player he is. Now, Bissouma, to me, if you guys don't already know who Bissouma is and what type of player Bissouma is, we can find out more about Bissouma right now. I think Bissouma would be a wonderful addition to our team. He would add a lot, but we also have to worry about the fact that he is African international, so that would mean we could lose Thomas Partey and Bissouma in the same window. Now, Bissouma, since he's been at Brighton, he's been one of their better players. He's produced. It's not what he produced attacking wise; it's what he can do from transition. He can take the ball away from a defender and put the team under pressure immediately by winning the ball high up the pitch. In addition to that, he's technically skilled enough where he can just do quick transitional passes without holding onto the ball for too long. Because at Arsenal, one of the things our midfielders do is they always take that extra touch. You see Elneny taking an extra touch. You see Xhaka taking an extra touch. And what that does is it lets the defender have more time to close down on the ball. And you know what? That is just not good enough for that is just not good enough for us sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. It's not good enough for us sometimes. Yeah. Good morning to the people that it's morning time, and good evening to the people. Good afternoon that is the people that is the afternoon, right? Now let's get into this report. So first report that I'm going to go into. Let's see what it says about Bissouma. Bissouma tells his friend that he wants to move to the Gunners, right? So Bissouma's report, there's reports that Bissouma is telling his friends that he wants to move to the Gunners, right? The midfielder is supposedly keen on the switch to the Emirates, right? Okay. Now, the Brighton midfielder, right, has told his close friends that he would like to join, according to according to his close friends, that he'd want to join the Malayan international at Albion. His standout performance this season, with Liverpool and Arsenal among the clubs interested into the 24-year-olds. So if we're competing against Liverpool to get this guy's signature, it's gonna be somewhat of a problem, right? Yo, why is this thing giving me problems? Move. Okay, so yeah, if we're trying to get his signature over Liverpool or Man City or even Manchester United, that's a problem for us because most likely those guys are gonna beat us to the punch, right? Now Brighton will not want to lose their player, one of their more important midfielders in the January window. So we're gonna have to come up with some money to get this over the line. And do you think we can do it? I don't know, but I'm asking you guys in the comment section. What do you guys think we could do? Like, I want to know because Bissouma to me is just one of those players. Hi, showered up, shored up the transfer window. I'm so confused. Big up EGTV with the consistency. Big up, thanks, man. Appreciate it. We need him. We can't wait until the summer. I agree. I agree. Bissouma would be a great player for us. He would definitely do a lot more for us than what we currently have in our midfield, and that is what the situation is. Like when it comes to the Bissouma updates, there is a lot of clubs that are after Bissouma though. Understand that there's a queue of teams that are after Bissouma. Liverpool are after Bissouma, and Liverpool are supposedly 8 hours ago they said that Arsenal has an advantage over Liverpool to get Bissouma over the line. Apparently, Manchester United were after Bissouma. There was links to him going to Manchester United just a couple of days ago, right? Every single day, there's more and more headlines surrounding this player, and he's supposedly a huge fan of the Gunners. He's supposedly a huge fan of the team and would love his opportunity to play in the Premier League for Arsenal, which was his boyhood club. But of course, what your boyhood club is and if they can offer you the money is a different thing. Now, he came from Lille for a total amount of 15.2 million to Brighton in 2018. He actually played with Gabriel, and he was teammates with Gabriel, and was he also teammates with Pepe? So I think he was teammates with both of them, right? Now, I don't know about you guys, but if he does leave Brighton, we would have to pay upwards of 30 to 40 million pounds. Do you think we can get that deal over the line in a January window? That is a question that you have to ask yourself, because I don't know if we can get that kind of deal over the line in the January window. It's just not something I think we could get over the line. Egal, thoughts on United trying to win the title, and if we buy in the January window, we realize our board is the worst. You know what? Every board is going to be struggling to buy players in this time of the window. And Manchester United, if you're still in and about there by the 30th game, then you definitely are title contenders. Right now, it's open, so anyone can win it between Man City, Manchester United, Liverpool, and then yeah. So the rest are the rest. But those are the three favorites right now. So it's not a two-horse race. It's a three-horse race in my opinion, right? So yeah, Bissouma, man. That is the thing about Bissouma. That is the thing about Bissouma. To me, I think Bissouma is a baller. I think he's a good player. But I need you guys right now to do me a favor. If you guys watching, just hit the like button let's try to get this video to at least 100 likes. So, and the more likes that we get on the video, the more people we can get watching the video. So if you guys can each just like the video, that would really help me out, right? Let's get to 100 likes on this video. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing, right? Now, I made a mistake. I thought I put the artwork in the actual correct spots, but I put the artwork in the wrong spots, so you can't really see the artwork. Real question: why is Xhaka still at Arsenal? Only thing that he gives him status in the shirt is that he takes a. Oh man, he's a West Ham material. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The thing about Granit Xhaka is, unfortunately, he is an Arsenal player, and we just can't get rid of him right. We could get rid of him in this window, but of course, unfortunately, he is one of our better players. We don't have that many good players in the team, and he is one of the better players in the squad. And we can't risk. Oh, sorry, guys. We can't risk losing him, and then not having the options of a Granit Xhaka, because at this point we kind of need him. As bad as that sounds, we kind of need a Granit Xhaka in the team. We need a Granit Xhaka in the team. Just sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to sort something out in the background and messed up the sound. My apologies. Now let's get these pictures in. Let's get these pictures up. Okay. So first things first. You guys do know. You guys do. Okay. Let's get to the next question. AFCON is mad for Arsenal because we currently have Pepe, Partey, and Aubameyang. What's the chances that all three of their countries make it to AFCON? Because Aubameyang's team has not made it to AFCON in a long time, right? Then you got Pepe's team always makes it, Partey's team always makes it, and Bissouma's team always makes it. So we're gonna have a couple of guys who always make it to AFCON, but the rest of the guys, their teams are not consistently in African Cups, Cup of Nations, and they're not consistently one of the best teams in the world, right? Great work, great bro. Thanks. I am now. Um, would you still keep Xhaka? I feel like, unfortunately, we still have to keep Xhaka until we can get better. We could always try to get better, but it's just right now, until we can get a better player in, we're stuck with Granit Xhaka right now. We're just stuck with him, unfortunately, for the time being. But hopefully, once the window comes and goes, we can then get the January window. That is, we can then get no. Once the summer comes, we can then try to look to upgrade. Right now, he's some of the only options that can make those the passing range and the ability that we have, right? What's up, Iga? Thanks. Joseph's in the house. Gamer Gunner, pick up yourself, guy. Thanks, man. What's up, Iga? More success. Thanks. Appreciate it. Ghana and Gabon are not favorites. Yeah, I know. What would you rate Aubameyang's season so far out of 10? 5. Steve Bruce, Arteta 2.0. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, guys, go check out his stream at 4 o'clock. He's going to be doing a stream on his childhood with his liver disease and liver cancer awareness. He's going to be doing that. So go check it out, guys, at 4. That's my guy, Steven, right? Now, in the meanwhile, let's get back to the Bissouma talks, right? So the question I have for you guys is, what do you guys think of Bissouma? What do you guys think about Bissouma? What do you guys think about him coming to Arsenal? What do you guys think? Do you think he's the correct profile of player that we need? Do you like Bissouma? Do you think he's the kind of player that we need going forward? Because I think he's definitely one of those players that we can look at, and he's definitely a player that intrigues me. And I don't think that I'm not necessarily here saying that he's not the best option. I think he's a good option. I definitely agree that he is a good option, and he does do well. He does play well, but can we get it over the line? If we can get it over the line, then what can we do to get and what would he bring to the team? Because Bissouma, let's look at some Bissouma scouting reports. Let's see some Bissouma scouting reports. If we look at a scouting report, that will tell us a little bit more about the player than just looking at his stats, because I feel like stats can only give you part of the picture, right? And then first thing I do is I bring up stats. I say stats can only bring up part of the picture, but then first thing I'm going to do is bring up the stats. So let's look at Bissouma stats. Bissouma stats, okay? In 2019 he played in 2019 he played 28 games, 100 over just under 2000 minutes, right? Passing completion of 28%, increased the next season, increased this season, right? Interceptions per 90 was at 1.2. Last season was at 1.14, and this season so far is at 7.4. Of course, this season has not been as good yet, but he's also only played 11 games, half the games that he played last season. So he still has a lot of time to increase that. Now, tackles per 90. He does get into a tackle. And we don't have a lot of players who definitely get into tackles. Like Bissouma can get Bissouma can get you involved a lot more. He what do you call it? So as you can see here, he exponentially increased from 2018 to 2019, and then this season so far is at 3.6 in tackles per 90. Right now, let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Abba will score. No, let's stick to the Bissouma talks, guys. Bissouma talks. Yeah, we'll talk about Palace later today. How much is he worth? Question mark. I think he's worth around 40 mil. We'll check transfer mark in a second. Right? He's a solid player, even though he would be a good depth. He would be a good option. Thanks. Yeah, man. Smash the like button, subscribe. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Big up to Steven. And then big clubs, small minded, not sure we can get over the line. He's decent though. Yeah, I agree. He's definitely decent. Now, as you can see here, take-ons completed. He actually takes people on from as a deep lining midfielder. He actually tries to beat a man. Right now, let's see where he plays most of the time. This is majority of the time Bissouma's actual positioning. Bissouma's actual positioning on the pitch is there. And you know how old is he? I'll check that for you again. I forget. I think he's 20 something. Bissouma, how old is Bissouma? I'll check that in a minute. You guys just keep going. But yeah, I think for 25 million, a player that can take up this kind of zone, that we need that. We need a player that can do that. He's 24 years old. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that is a perfect age bracket for someone who can improve us. Yeah. And look at the area in the midfield that he dominates. That means him and Partey together, doesn't have to be a double pivot. They could be in a midfield three, because Partey does get forward. Bissouma could be the more sitting player, and they're not that similar in their brackets, right? Now, I would show you guys some highlights, but then I'm worried that we get copyright strikes, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna read some of these things that they say, right? So his aggressive positioning and challenging and high tackle and tackle rate does benefit us highly. Now let's go into another tactical analysis of Bissouma. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so we've gone through the statistics. Okay, so let's see. So first thing that they're showing us is his ability to win the ball back high up the pitch and change into transition. So as you can see here, 1 second the defender has the ball. The next second he's come in, taking the ball, and on they go, and he's passing it, and they're putting the team under attack already. Like this little things like that would definitely assist us in getting like Bissouma. This would definitely assist us in helping us progress the ball, get more goals, get more things throughout, get more out of games. Because if you can get players that can get the ball and help you along with your smooth transitions from attack to defense and defense to attack, that changes the elements of your game. You will no longer have to be super defensive because you now have people who can do that individually by themselves. As right now, you see how the whole entire team is getting back to defend. If we had a Bissouma, I'm not saying the whole entire team doesn't have to get back and defend. I'm not saying people can take time off, but what it would do is it would allow more bodies to go forward and be ready for the counterattack when you have an individual who can single-handedly change a game by taking the ball from the defender, pushing them around, being more physical than them, being everywhere at the same time. And we've seen it. He did it to us last year at the Emirates. He destroyed us at the Emirates. And when we went to Brighton away last year, he was integral to Brighton. I think Brighton did the double over us last year, right? So that's one. Now this is another situation where he was in Lille. He did a similar thing. You see Bissouma's there. The ball is about to be played. He comes and intercepts it before the ball gets to the man. Before the ball gets to the man, he comes and intercepts it, and then on they go. Bissouma's. I'm not saying Bissouma is the best player, but what he does is a skill that we need. We need that skill. We need that skill, and it would benefit us dramatically if we could get him in. And yes, let's get rid of the dead wood. I agree with you, Cam. 100% agree with you. You right? Yes, he is 24. He would be a great signing in the January window, but unfortunately, I don't know if we can get it over the line in the January window. But let's just continue looking through this, right? Now, he's basically a one-man zone. In a 4-4-2, he takes up a lot of space. Now look at this. He's now closed off 2 passing lanes by positioning his body in front of the attacker. Simple decision-making that can help you win the ball back up. Once again, he's closing down the options of the crosses by his positioning. His positioning and his standing is really good, right? His awareness of where he needs to be and proactively covering spaces wide, using himself as even from a central position. Now let's get into his dribbling. Let's get into his dribbling. 1 second. Dribbling and ball progression. So as you can see here, simple passes. But when he took the ball, there's 2 people that are going to close him down. Bissouma quickly turned and dribbled past 2 people to create the distance between himself and the man. And now he's open, putting them under pressure. We don't have people who do this. Look at that again. Now he receives the ball here. This was at Lille. He's receiving the ball. There's two defenders around him, right? The next frame, you can see he's already gone, and he's already beat one of the defenders. So he's able to beat players quickly by just turning and positioning himself into an attacking player and putting players under pressure. We don't have a lot of players who do that. The last player that I remember that would be able to do that is Santi. And also, look at he can pick out simple passes that can put people under pressure. Now look at this here. I think it's against Everton. Bissouma's under a little bit of pressure. He recognizes that, and he has an opportunity to progress the ball. What does he do? He beats the 2 men, and he progresses the ball by himself. Right? This right here just goes to show me that Bissouma has the minerals and what it takes to improve us. And you know what? I would sign him up immediately. Right? I would sign him up immediately. That's just my take on it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, enough about Bissouma. What do you guys know about Buendia? What have you guys learned about Buendia? Because I want to get into a little bit of Buendia talk. We've done enough about Bissouma. Now let's get into Buendia before we see how we line up with both of them. Right? Let's see Buendia. Because we're going to get to Ozil, we're going to get to all your questions, we're going to get to everything. I think I'm going to do a longer stream than usual. Let's do a Buendia tactical breakdown now. So what do you think about Buendia, guys? What do you guys think about Buendia as a player? What do you guys think about him overall as an option going forward? Do you think he's a good option? Do you think he's somebody that could benefit us? Because I think Buendia could definitely benefit us as a player, right? Um, Samori plays for Lille, question mark. Would be ideal. I agree. Samori would be a good signing. Ibrahim Samori would be Sungmore would be a good signing. Definitely agree. Yeah, he did play with Pepe and these guys at Lille. Yes, he did. Um, Someone here says not sure about Buendia. Wow, wow. Would you have signed? Would you have signed Bissouma, but the board will not? Iga would have signed Bissouma, but the board will not. What are you gonna do, guys? I'm not a board member, so I don't control what's going on. But what I will tell you is I need you guys to do me a favor. What we can control is if you guys can hit those like buttons. So hit those like buttons for me. Help me out by hitting those like buttons. The more you hit the like button, the more I can get noticed, and the more this video can grow. So I need you guys to do me that favor and hit the like buttons while you can right now. I'd really appreciate it. Right now, next we have Buendia. Let's talk about Buendia, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Buendia. Where is he? So Emmanuel Buendia. What do we think about this guy? Because this guy right here, where is it? This guy right here, right? This guy right here is a problem because we want him, but they're asking for 40 million. Is he worth 40 million? That is a question I have to ask you guys. Is Emmanuel Buendia worth 40 million? Is he worth the amount of money that this club wants us to pay for him? And if he is worth that type of money, what would you guys what do you guys think he would bring to the club? Because I'm going to try to find out and break it down for you guys what I think he's worth and how much he should be purchased for, right? Because hey, Emmanuel Buendia is one hell of a player. Don't get me wrong, but there is a lot of players out there that could do the creative job for us. Doesn't necessarily mean we have to spend the amount of money on the first player that we see. What is the scouting network there for? If they're not doing their job right now, the scouting network has to be there for moments like this and getting things done for us. Now, Emmanuel Buendia has a lot of tactical breakdowns, but let's see if we can find a tactical breakdown of Emmanuel Buendia on the internet. That would be great. Now, let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. So, Buendia is a very underrated, fantastic player. Yeah, he is a good player. Hit the like button, lads. Yes, hit the like button, people. Right? Igal, keep up the hard work. Ignore the haters, as Buendia is coming now from the championship side. Won't sell a good player for cheap. I agree. They definitely will not sell a good player for cheap. How's things? I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's Emmanuel, not Emmanuel. Doesn't matter though. LOL. Okay. Emmanuel. I'm sorry. It's just pronunciation. Sometimes hard for everybody. 40 million. I'll just say Buendia, right? People are saying Buendia is created as much as Jack Grealish, but I'm not sure about that. Let's not overpay. Let's not pay over. Yeah, you don't want to pay over. Someone says raw. Man said 40 million. Yeah, no, that's how much people are actually trying to quote Arsenal for. People are saying no way, 40 million, 25 maybe, right? A bit too much. Yeah, 40 million. If 24. Okay, now let me ask you guys this. Remember Jack Grealish? When people were saying Jack Grealish is not worth more than 14 million, Tottenham wouldn't pay 14 million for Jack Grealish. Now he's worth over 100. If we're offered 40 million for him right now, why not take him for 40 million? Hopefully he can grow into a player that's worth double that. At least 80 million player in a year's time. I think he could grow into that. Don't you guys think? Like, I look sad. I'm not sad, man. I'm not sad. Yo, these guys are funny. I am not sad at all, man. I'm having a good day. Now, I'm cheered up, bro. Now let's get into it. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So there's been a lot of stuff going on around Emmanuel Buendia. Emmanuel Buendia, he has been banging in the goals, ladies and gentlemen. He's been banging in the goals this season. He's been scoring goals left, right, center. He has been winning games for his team. He has been doing everything that he needs to do to help them get promoted, right? So that is another reason why I've been talking about this guy. He's been putting in the work, right? He is absolutely balling for his team. Yes, it's in the championship, but in the championship he has now created the most chances out of any team, any player in any league in the top 5 leagues plus the championship, right? Then you got their coach saying, "Oh, we're not selling him. He's not going nowhere," right? Then you had a rumor that Arsenal were for ready to bid 2 players in a swap deal for Buendia, right? I don't know how true that is, but this guy right here, Buendia, if we're gonna take him, I think we should go after him ASAP because what he offers us, attacking wise, build up, a transition of play, an option where you can just give him the ball and you know that he's going to be able to get into those pockets in between the defense and the midfield. We don't have that right now. And you know what? He brings a lot of that value to us. And I can see the value that he brings to the squad. I can see a way that he could possibly improve us. I could see what he could do going forward and why we should take this guy a lot more serious in this transfer window. When it comes to Buendia's creativity, his versatility, and the amount of positional awareness he has around him in what's going on, I think he would be absolutely a stud for us, and he would be amazing for us to get. I would absolutely love it. But you know what? At this point, we just have to take it with a grain of salt. Understand that we are not in control of the player. We do not own the player. If the player wants to leave and he wants to come to Arsenal, he could possibly help force a move. But I don't see it happening like that. I don't see him forcing a move. Like, now let's get into what you guys are saying in the comment section. 25 million and Willock or Nelson. I agree. I would love that, but I don't think they're gonna do that, especially for a player that they're not. Iga, we should wait until we see him play better. Paying 40 million for a potential does not get well. He doesn't go well, but could do better. Could do a Bruno. Who knows? Yeah, he could do a Bruno. He could. Why not sell Nketiah and to raise funds? I don't know. I don't know why we're not selling Eddie. We should sell Eddie. We were rumored to sell Eddie. We should sell him. We should look to get rid of Eddie Nketiah. Now, this guy hit the nail on the head. Look at James Maddison. He came from Norwich, and look at him now. He's worth at least 3 times what they paid for him, 4 times what they paid for him. He's worth like 80 mil now, right? Someone saying take Marcus Alonso for 18 million. We don't need a backup left back. We got enough cover. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'd rather buy someone who knows what to expect in the team. Now, okay. Now here's the question. Bissouma's worth 40 million. Buendia's worth 40 million. Who are you buying? Bissouma or Buendia? Bissouma or Buendia? Who would you rather buy? And how would it work? Like, how would it fit together? That is another question that we have to ask ourselves, right? It's just how it is right now. Now, football formations. Let's get to these formations. Let's see what it could look like. I want to know. Now, let's show you guys Buendia. Like, this guy is absolutely killing it. Yes, it's in the championship, but these numbers, you can't tell me he doesn't benefit us. He doesn't help us in any way. Like, the man is scoring 7 goals, 6 assists in the championship, 8 goals, 12 assists in the championship, 1 goal, 7 assists in the Premier League, right? Getting compared to the likes of all the top players in the Premier League last season. Like, he outperformed Maddison. If you don't know this, he's been outperforming guys like Maddison. Look at this. He's been outperforming the guys like Maddison, creating more in the Premier League last season. He taken more tackles than Madison, created more chances than Madison, did more take-ons than Madison, right? That's just one part. That's just one part of this guy's game, right? Emmanuel Buendia in the Premier League, right? The guy is just a beast. The guy is just a beast. He was just a beast last year and like criminally underrated. He did it in the Premier League already. He's shown that he can do it in the Premier League already. Like he's shown that he could sort a lot of these problems that we have already. Why are we not taking this guy more serious? Why are we not looking at him as a more serious option down the stretch? I would definitely take him 100%. Take Lingard from us. No, it doesn't work like that. You guys can keep Lingard. We don't want Lingard. You guys keep Lingard. Yo, don't bring Lingard anywhere near my club. Get out of here with Lingard chat, bro. Get out of here with the Lingard chat. I'm sorry, Antonio. You're probably a nice guy, but nah. No Lingard for me. No Lingard for me. Never that. Never Lingard. Never Lingard. Don't ever bring Lingard to me again, bro. Nah. Now, let's look at this. Highest chance created in the Premier League last season. This is in the Premier League. The guy was creating hella chances at that point of the season, right? He just if I just show you guys all his numbers, like this guy is no joke. This guy is no joke. Like I'm not overrating him. I think I'm properly rating him to say he could be up there with one of the top guys. And 40 million? Come on. 40 million? That is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. That is not. I get it that some people would say 40 million is a little bit too much money. 40 million is a little bit out of the realm and out of the 40 million just maybe a little bit too much for you guys. But I think it's not that. I don't think it's that much. I think 40 million is a reasonable price. I think 40 million is the going rate for a creative option when you need a creative option. And as much as you guys might disagree, I think if we were to buy him for 40 million, he could do a job and he could be a bargain. He could end up being a bargain, right? We don't know. We don't know. One thing we do know is we got to figure out what we're going to do. We got to figure out what we're going to do. Now let's look at his tactical breakdown. Let's look at Buendia's tactical breakdown. Tactical breakdown for Buendia. Okay. So this right here is creative passes last season and where he ranks, okay? So on the y-axis and the x-axis you have expected assists per 90 minutes, and on the other axis you have key passes per 90 minutes, right? And let's go to so this right here is expected key passes per 90 minutes. The average player is on this line, okay? Expected key passes per 90 minutes average is on those lines. So this is average, okay? Then you have guys like Grealish, Mesut Ozil, you got Matinho, David Silva, Snodgrass, Lanzini, Trossard, Andres Pereira, Jonjo Shelvey, right? And then you look at the higher caliber of guys. You have Madison, Riyad Mahrez, Pascal Gross, Buendia. And then all the way over here in another stratosphere is Kevin De Bruyne. Now, this is crucial analytics is crucial when you're looking at a player and when you're about to sign a player. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it does not benefit you, but this definitely is something that could benefit Arsenal in the long run. Hamza says this is intuition. Now, I'll just explaining to people how this works and why it benefits them, why it's good to look at. Now, you can see just based on this where one guy is and where everybody else is. This is where our guy is, Buendia, the guy that we need. He's right in the middle. Now, moving on to the next thing. You can see here, this was against Liverpool. The kind of passes he can pick out, the creativity this man offers us, the options he would offer us the options he would offer us going forward, and everything he would just offer us going forward. This man would definitely benefit us. Crucial, he would be an integral part to our team if we were to bring him in. They lost that game 4-0, but he showed his class against them. No one can tell me he didn't show his class last year. This guy was absolute stud. He was killing it, right? He was killing it. He was doing stuff that no one else in that Norwich team was doing. And this is why I want to sign him. Little things like this, you could see his footballing intelligence from the passes he would pick out and the balls he would see, right? The moment Timo Pukki's gone, you know he's playing the ball in between the lines. This is something that we don't have. Aubameyang is starved for chances because we don't have the guys who can do these little simple balls in behind. If we have a Buendia in the team, guess what? He can do this. He can pick those balls out. He can pick out those players. His head's always up. He's looking for the next major chance, the next major thing that's going to happen, the next opportunity, right? And you guys are talking about Cantwell. I think Buendia is the guy who is the one that's doing everything that we should be focused on, not Cantwell. Cantwell's good, but Buendia is next level good. Like, Cantwell is not doing what he's doing without a Buendia in the team. Yes, Cantwell's a baller. I get it, guys. He is a baller. Don't take that away from him. He's a good player. I can see you guys. He is a good player. I can see what you're saying, Hamza, but he's not at the level of a Buendia's creativity. He doesn't offer us. We don't need an Aaron Ramsey. That's what a Cantwell would be. What we need right now is a Santi Cazorla, and that is more of the ilk of what Buendia can play like. I'm not saying they're on the same level, but that's what I'm saying. Listen, what do you call it? Hamza's saying, listen, we've seen players switch teams and it doesn't do well. What makes you think that he will play well? He will do well for us? I don't know. I'm not out here reading the future. I'm just showing you guys what he can offer, right? Now, balls over the top. We don't have guys who are playing balls over the top either. Like, Xhaka doesn't pick up his head to play those balls over the top. Buendia can. And this is just simple techniques that some of our players lack in our team. You cannot tell me that some players in our team don't lack the ability to just do simple techniques. They do. Some of these guys do lack the ability to do simple things. And this is why, another reason why I would want Buendia. Better players ahead of him, more possession time. Definitely. I agree with you, Dave. Dave brings up a good point there. Dave says, with better players around you, a better platform, better position, more time on the ball, what makes you think we're not going to get more out of the player? I definitely think we can. Right? Now, that ball over the top led to a one-on-one for what's his face? Here's another situation versus Crystal Palace. A ball over the top. Boom. One-on-one. The ball lands right in the pocket, right in front of the goalkeeper and the defender. It just goes to show you, we don't have players that do these things. We don't have players that offer us this type of option. Like, you know what I mean? Norma says, but Norwich is in the first place in the championship. They would rather not sell him and they'd want him to stay. I get that. But if you put the money on the table, they can't say no. They can't say no. Now let's look at his dribbling ability. Once again, we know who the top dribblers are in the Premier League, right? You got your Wilfried Zahas, you got your St. Maximins, you got your Antonios, Felipe Andersons, right? You got your Grealishes and everybody else there. Buendia's middle of the pack when it comes to dribbles, right? He dribbles success, dribbles per 90, dribble attempts, he's middle of the pack. But you know what? We don't have a lot of people dribbling out of the midfield. Thomas Partey is really good at dribbling. Buendia is really good at dribbling. Imagine having both of them. We'd have guys who would cut the midfields open, right? Now here's a situation where he receives the ball with two men around him. He needs to get out of that situation. Literally turns his corner, spins, and drops a man on his ass. These are little techniques that we don't have people doing in our team. Little things, simple things. that people are not doing in our team. Once again, let me show you. Collects the ball under pressure. If this was an Arsenal player, they would pass the ball back immediately, or they would pass it sideways immediately. They would not take the time. Right? Why are you discussing transfers? Why are you discussing transfers? Question mark. Right? So this is just, I'm just showing you guys a tactical breakdown of Buendia, right? And his ability to dribble past players. Now look at this here. Simple passes, simple ability that people don't have. Receiving the ball, quickly turning, and finding your man. Little things like that. Ability to dribble in and out, in between three players. Who do we have this dribbling into the final third besides a Saka, Martinelli, maybe even the young players are doing this. The older players are not doing this. Older players have not done any of this. So this is why I'm talking about this. And he gets a shot off, and I think it ends in his goal. Now his defensive contributions, his heat map shows that he does play a lot more on the right wing. He does play a lot more on the right wing. Definitely more of a right-sided creative player. And when he defends, he does help out on the right-hand side, but that's not the strength of his game. The strength of his game is his attacking and his creativity, right? Now, in comparison to Grealish, he does do more defensive work than a Jack Grealish. And we all rate Jack Grealish, right? We got another comment here. He could be our Bruno Fernandes, where he makes the tough line breaking pass. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, let's not try to get stuck on those comparisons, right? Let's not get too stuck on the comparisons. It's up to him if he wants to leave and become more. It is up to him. It is up to him, right? It's definitely up to him. We got a super chat here. I believe Arsenal will what do you call it? Tinfoil Arsenal puts a $20 super chat. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. He says, I believe Arsenal will put in a low bid for Buendia soon. The money for being promoted in the EPL is much larger, so Norwich might not risk it. You know what? I agree. I definitely think the Arsenal bid is imminent. That's what we're hearing. But if they put in a disrespectful bid, we could lose out on the deal completely. If they put in a bad bid, we might lose the whole entire deal. And tinfoil Arsenal, you said it yourself. You think Arsenal are going to put in a low bid, which Norwich's promotion is worth a lot more. Let's be honest. The Norwich promotion, the amount of money they get from promotion, they could, with that kind of money, you're not thinking about selling your best players. You're thinking about keeping your best players, right? You're thinking about keeping your best players. That's what it is. That's what it is. But yeah, let's get to the next part. Is there anything else? There's metrics. I don't know what those stand for. Okay, let's get to this. What is this? Okay, so we'll you can see that he does get back defensively. He does work his way back into getting into defensive positions to help out defensively, right? Okay, perfect. This is a perfect image of showing how his work rate is defensively. As you can see here, against Bournemouth in the Premier League last year, he was they're on a counter. He came back and he stopped the ball. He came back and he stopped the man, right? Simple things that you can do as a defender. Once again, on the right hand side, he doubled up, helped the right back out to defend, and he stopped the ball from getting in. Right? Now his weaknesses. What are his weaknesses? Let's find out. His weaknesses, despite a lot of strengths, right? There are notable weaknesses in his game. His lack of goal scoring last season. He did not score too many goals last season, but this season he has improved that in the thing. All in all, my conclusion is, guys, forget about what this conclusion is. My conclusion for this is that we should definitely go and get him. We should definitely go and get this player. I think he's an absolute stud of a player. I think he would be amazing for us, and we should look at bringing him in ASAP. Now, here's the next part. The next part I'm going to do is, I want to know what you guys think about this. How would we line up if we ended up getting both of them, Bissouma and Buendia? If we can get Bissouma and Buendia, how could we line up with all of them in their team? How would that look? How do you think we could we pull that off? Is there ever a chance in which we could get? Tell me how would Arsenal line up with Bissouma and Buendia if we were to get these transfers over the line? Could we get these transfers over the line? Would we get these transfers over the line? And if we could get these transfers over the line, how beautiful would it look with all of these guys in our team? And how could we make it look, right? Now, to me, it's simple. The team, the shape, it's quite simple in my opinion. But let's now see what it would look like if we had these two guys in the team. Let's do the lineup. Let's get it going. So first things first, start in goal. Goalkeeper is Leno. Okay? Left back, Tierney. Oh man, I'm struggling right now. So it's left back. I'll get this sorted out in a second, guys. 1 second. We'll get this sorted out in a second. But in the meanwhile, let's talk about it. So who's gonna be your left back? Who's gonna be your right back? What do you guys think? Because we're gonna go with the players that we have right now, and you just add Bissouma and you add Buendia into the team, right? You have the players that we have right now, and you add those two men into the team. What changes would you make? How would it look, right? So first things first, let's get this going. So Leno's in goal. Not a question. Leno's in goal, right? Right back, Bellerin or Ainsley? Right back, Bellerin or Ainsley, people? Huh? Right back, Bellerin or Ainsley? I think it's quite simple. We're just gonna put Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Yeah, we'll put Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Ainsley. Some of you guys are saying Bellerin. Left back, quite straightforward, right? Kieran Tierney. Left back is quite straightforward, right? Left back is obviously straightforward. No question about it. It's Kieran Tierney. Left back is Kieran Tierney. Gabriel is the center back. And who's the other center back? Pablo Mari for me. For me, it's Pablo Mari. So we go Pablo Mari and so now I've gone a back four. I've gone a back four of Ainsley, Gabriel, Pablo Mari, Kieran Tierney. Okay. Now in the midfield three, this is how my midfield three would line up. It would be Bissouma, Partey, and Buendia. Okay. Left, you have. Now here's where it gets tricky, guys. Here's where it gets tricky. So this is what we have so far, right? This is what we have so far. But how are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do the? How are we gonna do the front three? I think the right side picks itself. Bukayo Saka's on the right. Right now, Lacazette's up front. Right now, Lacazette's up front. But what are we gonna do? Hmm. How are we gonna do this? You guys want to change the formation? We can change it. We can go. We can go 4-2-3-1. Not that kind of 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. Where is it? Okay. Okay. So Saka, Martinelli, Martinelli, Lacazette. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about putting Martinelli. I was thinking Martinelli and then Lacazette. As of right now, this is the team. If we were to get these guys in through the door tomorrow, wouldn't this be the team that we would put? Huh. Let's save it and download the image. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the finished article. Let's look at the finished article. What does the finished article look like? It's time to check it out. So, guys, the front three and everything has been set. Everything has been done. What does the team look like? Do you guys want Aubameyang in the team or Martinelli in the team? Because I originally had Aubameyang in the team, but I've now put Martinelli in the team. So I'll be doing the reveal in a second. Can't lie, team looks solid. Yeah, it does look solid, right? Let's get this team up and let's get this team up. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. That's the team, ladies and gentlemen. That's the team. So that's what the team looks like. That's the team. That's what it looks like. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the team? Gabriel Martinelli, Lacazette. I think that team would do really well. I definitely think that team would do really well. Yes, Gabriel Martinelli is the future. Completely agree with you, Dave. Completely agree. Martinelli, Lacazette. Yeah, I put that up front. I put those three up front. Someone said nice, decent. I love that. Captain Kieran Tierney, of course. Who's the captain? Kieran Tierney, of course, of course. So yeah, that's the team. That is the team. You know what? I'm really proud of this team. I think this team would do really well if we were to able to get those two guys through the door. But it would cost us upwards of 80 million to get the two of them together, Bissouma and Buendia, over the line. That's how much it would cost us to get those two guys. But hey, I like that team. Then you got Pepe, Aubameyang, Emil Smith-Rowe, and Saliba on the bench. That's good depth. Yep, I completely agree. Tinfoil Arsenal, spot on. That would be good depth. Now, guys, I'm not done the video yet. I'm going to continue because I got a couple more things to cover. But this portion of this video is done. Now it's time to talk about Mesut Ozil. And if you guys got any Q&A questions, throw them in right now. We're going to talk about Mesut Ozil first, though, right? So let's get on to Mesut Ozil. And if you have any Q&A questions, ask me your questions now. If you have any comments, throw your comments in the comment section, right? I will be throwing the link to the video in the comment section so you guys can come join me, right? I'll be throwing the link in the comment section so you guys can come join me. And let's take a quick little break. And remember, if you haven't already subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, so we're back. So I'm gonna put the link in the comment section, right? If you guys want to come on quickly, give me your quick thoughts. Tell me what you think about what I've covered so far. Well, and I'm gonna now move on to the Mesut Ozil rumors and everything surrounding Mesut Ozil. Okay, but first things first. If you guys want to talk to me, ask me your Q&A questions on camera. You can do that. If you want to ask me your questions just in the Okay, so there you go, right? And while you guys are here, if you haven't already liked the video, what are you doing? Just like the video. It's free. It doesn't cost us. It doesn't cost a damn thing, right? Now, moving on to the Q&A questions and Mesut Ozil topic. So first thing, Mesut Ozil. What is Mesut Ozil doing? He's just having fun on Twitter. He's living his best life, talking a bunch of bullshit about stuff about number 10s and Emil Smith-Rowe, talking about all sorts of stuff. Looking like he said he doesn't want to go back to Schalke. He's already played for Schalke. His dream is to either play in America or to play in to the updates are he would prefer to play in America or in Fenerbahce, and those were his two dreams. If he does go to Fenerbahce, which is looking every single day, it's looking closer and closer that he could be headed to Fenerbahce, right? I don't think that I don't doubt that he'll be at Fenerbahce at the end of the day, right? That looks like the club that he will be signing for, but we still don't know. We still have no idea what's going on with Mesut Ozil. All I know is one day it looks like he's going here, the next day it looks like he's going there. He could be headed to America, he could be headed to Turkey, he could be headed to Ouagadougou. We don't know. One thing we do know is that he will be leaving Arsenal, either headed to Turkey or headed to DC, and this will most likely be his final goodbyes. Right now, he has said that he's agreed to a contract agreement with Fenerbahce, and he's been spending a lot of time in Turkey recently. So I'm not surprised that that is where he's currently based, and it looks like that Mesut Ozil has had his last couple of days at the Emirates. In my opinion, there's no way coming back from this. His time at Arsenal is done. Igal, what NBA team do you support? The Toronto Raptors, of course. You can tell by the logo, right? I like the video, bro. Thanks, appreciate it. Now, guys, if you want to come on, you can come on and click that link and just join into the fun, right? Now, I'd love to come on and show, but babysitting right now. Rain check ? Yeah, of course, not a problem. You can put your questions in the comment section right now if you have any questions also, right? Now let's get on to Twitter. Let's see what they're saying on the good Twitterverse. Let's go on Twitter. Let's see what Twitter's saying, right? Martinelli ain't going nowhere, in my opinion. Martinelli ain't going nowhere. Martinelli ain't going nowhere, in my opinion, people. He's healthy. He's going to be back up and running with us sooner than later. Like, okay. Now, in addition to everything else that I've seen, let's go on to Mesut Ozil's Twitter. Mesut Ozil's Twitter, if you guys haven't seen what he's been doing, he's actually hilarious. Like, Ozil's just causing beefs. Ozil's just causing beefs for no reason. He's just doing some crazy stuff every single day. Every day he does that crazy shit. It just makes me laugh, right? Now, where is it? Mesut Ozil's Twitter. Okay. So guys, get ready for this. You're gonna be in for a funny one. If you haven't already seen what he's been up to, Mesut Ozil's been up to some madness. Mesut Ozil's been up to some madness, right? So he's been answering questions from fans. So obviously this is one of the first questions, right? Will you continue your career as a footballer if Arsenal end your contract? He said, definitely I will. Two countries I want to play in are Turkey and the United States, right? And I could go to Fenerbahce, and I could only go to Fenerbahce if he played in Turkey, right? And then what else is there? I asked him, well, who's your favorite player? He's talking about that. Where else was it? The number 10 thing. Okay. Reza Ozil, how many retweets for a signed shirt? Right? He said 25K retweets and you get a signed shirt. Good luck. That's nice. That's very nice. Right? Oh, he was asked the Messi and Ronaldo question. Messi or Ronaldo? And he said, of course, he said his teammate Ronaldo, right? And then what else is there? Yo, what's good, Samuel?
What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man. How you been?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, man. So we're just looking at the Twitter right now. We're looking at Twitterverse. Oh, do you miss Arsene Wenger? Arsene Wenger is a special coach in my career, one that have total respect for. He is a great coach, numerous titles. Most of all, he was a great, what is that? Sincere person.
Sincere.
Your person. I associate him with greatness, Arsenal success, and I will remember what times he with his positively. I completely cannot read today. This is the tweet that I wanted to show you guys though. What are your views on Emil Smith Rowe? He made a difference in the last couple games as a number 10. Really happy for him, and he showed that playing the number 10 can still make sense in today's football. Boom. Literally, he's drilling that point home, that playing the number 10, playing number 10. He's drilling the point home. Like, you get it. Right?
Smith was going to do better than him now for the season.
Thanks, TVG. But yo, since you're here, bro, ask me a question. What do you think? I asked the people to ask me questions, and they're kind of being. I should have asked the questions earlier. But yo, what do you think?
Now I'm gonna say, do you think we could make top 4 if we sign anyone good like Buendia? Do you think it's possible? Or Europa League or FA Cup? Because we got a hard draw yesterday. If we beat Southampton, then we play Wolves. So do you think we can win Europa League or FA Cup?
If we do what I did, I told the board to go sign some players. I don't know if you've seen it, but I told them to go sign these two.
No Aubameyang in his team.
No Aubameyang in
this right now, or
no Aubameyang in this team. This is Martinelli, Saka, and Lacazette. As of right now, Lacazette is one of the most on-form players. So if we were to sign these two guys, I think top 4 would be a lock.
Do you see Bellerin's coming out with a new documentary? Have you seen it?
No, I have not seen anything in regards to Bellerin. I haven't even known. Did he do anything newsworthy the past couple of days? Like,
yeah, I mean, he's gonna have a documentary like behind the scenes of the FA Cup win, like real in detail of when we won the FA Cup. They won it 2 years ago. I think it's been 2 years now since he got injured at Chelsea.
Oh wow!
It's been since then, like when we beat Chelsea 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been filmed since then. It's like a 9-part series from until the 2020 FA Cup final.
Wow. Anyways, there is some news. If you guys haven't already heard, there is some breaking news right now. Rob Holding has officially signed his new contract. His contract has officially been done. I'm looking at it right now as we speak on the Arsenal website.
Let me see.
club announcement. Rob Holding has signed a new deal.
What's your thoughts on this then? Because we wanted him to get sold. We don't think he's the future. How do you feel about this one?
Rob Holding will be staying until 2024 with an option for the club, I think, in the future. So to me,
For
that is to protect our asset. That is nothing more to just protect our asset. We're protecting our asset. Signing Rob Holding to a new deal is not something to be mad about. People who are mad need to check themselves and sort out their lives, because this is not something to be upset about. Rob Holding signing a new deal is it's literally what it says. It's Rob Holding just signed a new deal to protect the asset. I'm happy for him. I think that he's going to do well, and as an option until 2024. I mean, he's a good option. He's not the worst center back at the club. There's much worse that we could do.
Is there a release clause in there? Like a mention of a release clause? Let me see. Is there anything? I think they'll go talk about a release clause, but I think maybe in the couple hours they'll see if there's any.
Thank you. Now, yeah, we got Holding signed a new contract. Thank you, Shade Man. Big up to Shade Man, always supporting the team. Now, let's talk about Rob Holding. Rob Holding divides opinion. Why?
I think, you know what? Some don't think he's good enough. Some think he is good for now, because some people have been saying, he's been solid this season, like our best centre back, or one of our best centre backs, and our best performances this season. I don't know. Listen, for the future, I don't think if we want to compete for the top titles or top trophies, I don't think he's part of it. But as a bench player, a backup, then he's a solid backup.
I don't think we're asking him to sign a new deal to be a backup. I think we're asking him to sign a new deal to be to me, when you say backup, I think like fourth choice. Do you know what I mean? Are you saying he's going to be fourth, third choice, or you're saying he's going to be in and around the rotation? Because a backup is not a rotation player.
Yeah, I mean a rotation. Every 5 games, every 2 games in the Premier League, rest of.
Yeah, because when I hear backup, what first thing that I think about?
Balguan.
What?
Eddie Nketiah or Balguan comes to mind in backup.
Yeah, like a third or fourth option kind of guy comes to mind. Like I don't think about the fact that he could. Nah, it's just for me. That's all I think about. You know what I mean? But I want to show you guys something. How much do you think Rob Holding is worth now?
You know what? If Liverpool can get rid of Ryan Brewster and Solanke for 20 million, then 28 million, 30 million, around that range. We're looking at 28 to 30 million, 25, 30 million, around that range. Because if Ryan Brewster is 20 million and Solanke is 20 mil, then Rob Holding's around the 30 mil category.
Yeah. No, for me, Rob Holding, I'm going to pull up the transfer mark to see how much he's actually worth now. Because last time I checked, he was worth like 10 million or something like that. Like, how much could he have been worth the most? No, like his value had barely increased since we purchased him. Like, it's weird. Most players, usually their value goes up, but Rob Holding's value has really been like, it's been the same since we signed him. It's been in and around 10 million. It never really went too far up or too far down.
Listen, if you sell him for 6 million, we made profit technically, £4 million profit. Sell him for 2 mil. So
come on. Really? Is that the way we should be thinking?
Hey, profit is profit. It could be 2 million and £1. It's still profit.
No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Rob Holding signed a new deal, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, I'm not excited about Rob Holding signing a new deal. Don't get me wrong. Some people making it seem like I'm getting excited about him signing a new deal. Nobody here is getting excited about Rob Holding signing a new deal. I'm just happy that for once we're holding on to an asset and we're not letting them leave on a free. Rob Holding, we could get 15, 20 million for him. I completely agree with Shademan here. Shademan says we could probably get a decent amount of money for Rob Holding. If Newcastle are looking to sign him, we can get a 20 million, right?
Yeah,
we can get a 15 million for him.
On the Brandt rumor. Yeah, listen, the Brandt is like our third or second option. He's like a backup option if the Buendia deal doesn't go through. What I heard is if we get rid of Ozil, Socrates, and all of that word, then Buendia is most likely going to happen. Did you see the statement from the Fenerbahce president?
No, what do you say?
He said that we're closer than ever of signing our dream player, Mesut Ozil. Like the closest he's ever been of Ozil coming to Fenerbahce.
Edu released a statement with Arsenal about Rob Holding. Let's see what it says. So let's see what it says. I'm going to share my screen right now. 1 second. Guys, big up to everybody watching. We got 70 of you guys watching right now. Big up to every single one of you guys watching right now. If you guys can do me a favor, just smash a like on the video. It really helps the channel grow. It really helps more people get involved and more people interact with the channel. And that's all we need. We just need more of you guys interacting, more of you guys getting involved, and that really helps me out.
You know what?
Now,
when I click on your videos, adverts come up now, like proper adverts.
with what?
Like when I click on your video, Coca-Cola adverts come up. All these types of adverts.
That's big. So Rob has shown a great quality and the maturity on and off the pitch in the recent months, and he is developed well. We are looking forward to Rob continuing his progress in the years to come. That is Edu talking about Rob Holding, right? Now, obviously, I got some basketball stuff that I'm following. I'm obviously following AFTV. AFTV is talking about long-term stuff, right? We got LT. I follow my guy LT.
Free Wood.
Right. So yeah, who's the first person to break that this deal was happening?
It was the Daily Mail a couple of days ago. We knew this for a week though, didn't we? Like,
now, who the hell is this guy?
Ali Akman. Yeah, it's the youngster we're interested in. You know, it's Turkish sensation apparently. That's what he's been labelled. I don't think he's gonna sign for us. Every summer we hear the same about this. Oh, won the kid this, won the kid that. I'm not sure this is gonna happen to any club.
Ali Akman, Turkish player. Let's.
Oh, you can't believe what they said. It's just rumor.
Nah, yeah, we definitely can't believe half the stuff these guys say, but we're just gonna look at it. We're gonna see what the hell's going on. I'm not endorsing the Sun at all. Let me cover their logo.
Oh.
Can you? Is it covered or can you see it?
I can see the bottom of the S.
No, that's good enough for me. Now let's get into this kid. Let's see. So this kid has both Chelsea and Arsenal after him, apparently, right?
Yeah.
So apparently Chelsea and Arsenal are after him. This is the first time I've heard of this guy. Have you heard of him?
Never heard of him in my life.
Never heard of him in your life?
Nope. Okay. I don't watch anything about Turkish league. Unless they're in the Europa League or Champions League, they play any team, then that's when I watch the Turkish team. But right now, I don't know anything about him.
Okay, so let's get ourselves a little bit more. Let's learn a little bit more about this kid. So
let's see his goal contributions. He's 18.
Yeah, we'll look at that. We'll look at that in a second. Ali Akman is 18 years old. He was born in 2002. He's Turkish international, of course. His current team is Bursaspor, whatever that is. Right? Apparently, Chelsea and Arsenal are after him, and we could have found another Gabriel Martinelli, says Football Sports Fans.
Oh my God. Martinelli is 19 and he's singing another Martinelli. It's like when Neymar was like 22. It's like, oh, this kid's the new Neymar. And he's 23 years old. It makes no sense.
Yeah, so that is what the rumors are saying. Let's see what his goal contributions are like. Because I don't know how many goals this kid gets. He was in the under 21s just a year ago. Was he killing it in the under 21s? He must have been. No, he wasn't really doing that. He didn't play that many games in the under 21 before he got first team football.
It's Turkish under 21s as well, not even the French or English one. It's Turkish under 21.
Yeah, so he jumped right into the first team, and then what is that? 2 goals, 0. Yeah, so 2 goals in 6 games in Turkish Cup, in the Turkish League. Wow, I think, is that the second division? Is that the first Turkish second division or Turkish first division?
Super League is second level, yeah, second tier of Turkish football.
Yeah, second tier of Turkish football. He was bagging in the goals. So that is where
he's not even in the first tier. He's in the second tier.
Yeah. So, but he has 7 goals already this season, 1 assist. and he's
No, but it's
18
like
years old.
saying going to like France and buying a player from the third division. You know, I don't think he's. I don't. I'm not imagine that I say he's not going to be any good, but he turns out to be good. I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is he's unknown. Is not a gamble I'm willing to take.
Yeah, no, let's just keep it moving. We keep it moving. That topic's dead. So that's what we know about this kid now. Next, let's go to the next topic. You see a bunch of pictures like that, you
Oh,
know, bullshit. You just keep it moving.
yeah, Lacazette on.
Lacazette's on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it real. Lacazette is on fire. The man is probably one of the most on-form players in the Premier League, right? One of the most on-form players in the Premier League, right? Let's
Yeah,
keep it moving, though. Let's keep it moving. Obviously, we're talking about fantasy.
he's live.
Make sure your fantasy teams are already set and your lineups are set, because those those things are the deadline has passed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Why is the thing showing Fosumensa? I think he got transferred out.
It was practice cancelled. AFTV Robbie getting the bag.
Robbie's doing his
The
thing.
Eagle doing the adverts.
Where is it? Yeah, done. No, this thing is finished. Let's go. You know what, guys? Let me show you guys my FPL team. I haven't actually shown you guys my FPL team before. My FPL team pretty good. I've been doing pretty good. I'm not too more on horn, but pretty good thing. We should sign Grealish. I completely agree with you, but I don't see how we're gonna ever get Grealish. How are we ever gonna get a Grealish over the line? Do you think we can get a Grealish over the line?
So everyone in the squad get 120 million funds and then put that £100 million bid in.
I generally do not see a way in which this club could ever sign a Jack Grealish. I'm sorry. Like, I would love to sign a Jack Grealish, but we are never gonna sign a Jack Grealish. It's gonna take us forever to get something.
You know,
like that over the
if
line.
it weren't for us losing to Villa, we could have had Jack Grealish because Aston Villa would have been relegated. So that means Grealish could have come to us or any team. So yeah, that's you frozen.
No, I'm not frozen.
Oh,
Okay, so the deadline is not passed yet for the FPL team. I'm gonna show you guys my FPL team.
there's more news on Martinelli as well. Shall I send that to you so you can pull it up?
Yeah, send that to me on Twitter. Let's show you guys my FPL team. So this is my FPL team for this week. This week, if you guys don't know, I played the free hit. So I'm gonna have Cancelo, Tierney, Bruno Fernandes, Son, Kane, De Bruyne, Rashford, Saka, and Callum Wilson. And I think I might make Kane my captain. I feel like Kane's gonna score a goal.
Oh no, Bukayo Saka. No, you can't do it. You can't. No, don't.
I think Kane is gonna score like a lot of goals against Fulham.
But Saka could have an assist. You know, where's Smith Rowe in this team?
You know what? I'll make Bruno. It's between Bruno or Saka's right
Bruno,
there.
just put Bruno. He's gonna score a penalty today. It's Burnley. They're gonna foul him.
Nah, but they're facing Fulham.
They're facing Burnley. Look, it says Burnley. Oh wait, on the.
No. They're facing Fulham. I think this would be sick, though. I'm not frozen, guys. I'm not.
Listen, everyone in the chat, yeah. Who should he go captain? Fernandez or
who should I captain for my fantasy team?
Let's go chat. Let's see.
Chat. Who should I captain for my fantasy team this week? Should I captain Kane, Bruno, Captain Tierney?
Guess put Saka or Tierney as captain.
That is bravery. That is definitely a differential. I'm trying to play it safe. I'm trying to play it safe. I'm not trying to get too hit. I could do Kevin De Bruyne too.
Who is he playing?
Someone. We got Steven says Bruno. Ad says Bruno. Cad says I did Kane. You know what? I had someone says Kevin De Bruyne. You guys are all saying different players.
Listen, okay. We said Bruno Fernandes or Kane. An Arsenal player.
By the way, in the EGTV fantasy league, number one is I'm right behind you. Number one is whoever this is. So big up to you, whoever you are. Right? If you guys haven't already joined my EGTV league, I'll invite you guys now.
You know what? I forgot to do my fantasy this year, so I'm like 100.
I'll send the link out to you guys so you guys can join in. join into the fantasy league right now. Right,
Listen,
that's the link right there.
if you win the fantasy league, you get to come on EGTV again. Free appearance.
Nah, they can make a free appearance right now if they wanted to. The link is in the comment section. The link is in the comment section. But yeah, guys, so this is my free hit team. And I'm contemplating. Bruno is currently my captain. Vice captain is Kane. I have Saka, Tierney from the Arsenal team. I have Rashford, Kevin De Bruyne, Son, Cancelo, Diaz, Wilson, and the Newcastle goalkeeper.
If Sheffield United win,
Who's your favorite Arsenal player right now? My favorite Arsenal player, I'm not going to lie to you. My favorite player is a certain man called Gabriel Martinelli. Oh, Martinelli. I love that guy. Absolutely love Martinelli.
I got Bukayo, Bloodclot Saka, yeah. Bukayo Saka, and Emil Smith Rowe. It's just too many players to like. Smith Rowe, Saka,
I got 5 minutes. The only reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because I have 5 minutes before the deadline, and I'm contemplating who to make my captain. Like, look, so Kane, the last couple of weeks had 2 points and then 12. I'm definitely gonna do one of Kane, Son, or Kevin De Bruyne, because if they get the clean sheet, they get the extra points. So
listen, if someone puts a super chat in for Carl Darlow, he has to make him captain. How about that?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Everyone put your super chat in. If there's a super chat, Carl Darlow is.
I didn't agree to this. I didn't agree to this. I'm sorry.
Give the people what they want.
I did not agree to this. I did not agree to this.
Let's see if the super chat comes
in. That is not how this works. I'm ranked. I'm ranked in the top. Look at where I'm ranked in the world. I'm ranked in the top 100K in the world overall. I'm not gonna mess up my team. I'm sorry. Right? I'm sorry. I'm not gonna mess up my team.
If a donation comes, I'm dead. I'm literally dead.
No. So it's between Kevin De Bruyne, Son. I feel like Son or Bruno are the two top options.
You know what?
But Bruno's just a beast. I think it's Bruno.
Go Bruno.
Who has a better chance of scoring? Fulham versus Spurs, Brighton, Kevin De Bruyne, or Fernandes versus Burnley?
I'll say Fernandes against Burnley because he always stat pads. You know, he guarantees you assist or goal. That's all I'm gonna say. No jinx. Knock on wood. No jinx.
Yeah. This man's the best player on the Arsenal team. The fantasy option by far. He's saying Captain Son.
When's the deadline? Okay, we've got
deadline in 3 minutes.
All right, the countdown is beginning.
You know what? Let's just eeny,
meeny, miny, mo, toucher, tiger, by the toe. We've got 2 more minutes left.
I'm contemplating.
2 more minutes.
I'm contemplating. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Son.
It's the final countdown.
I think I'm gonna go Son or Kane. Son or Kane.
You can't, bro. Just don't put Tottenham here in. Come on.
Son or Kane. Honestly, I feel like that is the best option.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Bruno. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, last set of change. 1 minute and 15 seconds.
And I'm gonna make my vice captain Bruno.
1 minute and 5 seconds.
Let's do this. Let's lock it in.
60 seconds and 1 minute to go. That team is done.
No, it's not done.
Oh, well, you got 50 seconds left. Everyone in the chat, if you have your fantasy Premier League team, you've got 45 seconds to do it.
Go do it now. Yeah, I'm doing Bruno captain, Kevin De Bruyne vice captain. That's my final
team. You a guaranteed stat pad.
Oh shit! I forgot. I have a friggin' draft
30
team.
seconds.
I have a draft team too. My draft team is shit.
Got 30 seconds over.
Oh my god, guys! Quickly, save me.
20 seconds.
Save me. Oh my
Uh,
god. This team is
15
shit.
seconds.
What the fuck? Now half these guys aren't playing.
10, 9,
Fuck it.
8,
It's done. I quit.
7,
Fuck the
6,
draft. I quit the
5,
draft league. Fuck
4,
the draft league.
3,
Fuck the
2,
draft league, bro.
1. It's over.
Forget about the draft league. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, Gilberto on Martinelli. Martinelli.
Guys, this is what I have to go through, the thought process in my head every single time when I'm doing this. Do I play FIFA? Yes, I do play FIFA, but I don't really have time to do FIFA streams or anything like that because I currently don't have a system. My system's at my in-laws' house. I gave my system to my in-law, and we don't really play it much anymore. So that's kind of what happened. What?
PS5 suit for a girl.
Yo, you see my basketball stream last night?
Yeah, sorry, it was like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I was stressed. I was pissed. Okay. What else is there? What's going on? Arsenal news. Let's see. Any updates?
I DM'd you the Martinelli news about his ankle injury on Twitter.
Yeah, let's go check that out. Oh, is it from
ZARAFC? Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I have that. It's right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, you know what? I don't think the injury's that bad. Let's see. If we can pull it up on the screen. Let everyone see it.
Well, I'm wondering when they're gonna upgrade his picture.
He couldn't get the photo taken this year because he was injured, so he wasn't there for a photo day. So he has the same one as last season.
So they're saying Gabriel Martinelli's injury is not that serious, guys. They're saying his injury is not that bad. That's good. At least that's good. They're saying his injury is not that bad. Gabriel Martinelli's ankle injury is not. What? 1 second. Gabriel Martinelli's injury is not as serious as it could be back for the Newcastle game on Monday.
So he's going to miss the Palace game. That's certain. Too risky to play against Palace, but he'll be available for Newcastle again.
Yeah, that's good. You know what, Gabriel Martinelli, he's one of the better players in our team. We need to protect him with cotton wool. We can't be too difficult. We can't be too tough on our players. We need to give them the rest when they need it. But yeah, I rate Gabriel Martinelli, and I'm quite proud that we have him. Now let's go to the what things the manager says about.
Shall I read this out?
Yeah, read it.
As manager, I've been hugely impressed with Rob's contribution to the club and the dressing room, on and off the pitch. The quality of his work every day on the training pitches is excellent, and he's translating this into consistent high performances. Some, maybe 50-50 high performances, other are just crap. You know, because he was one of the main factors why we lost 8 games in a row. But as of right now, you know, him and Mari, you know, it's going to be hard for Gabriel to get back in the team, which is good. More competition, the better.
Yeah, definitely. Now, that's almost it for today, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting this video up and releasing some of them out, re-releasing it in shorter clips, because I did a tactical breakdown of Bissouma, I did a tactical breakdown of Buendia, and I did a predicted lineup for both of them if we were to sign them, and I'm going to re-release that as a video so you guys can check it out. And this has been great. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing a match preview for the Crystal Palace game later today, and you guys can come check that out. And big up to everyone. Thoughts on the Julian Brandt deal?
It's not going to happen. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. What do you call it? What is Aaron Wright talking about?
He wants to be a mod.
Yeah, I'll sort it out in a minute. What's up, bro? What's up? I don't think Julian Brandt's going to happen. But yeah, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. More life, more energy, more everything. Big up to everybody watching. And you know what? Just before we go, do me a favor. Remember, subscribe, like, and share the video. And if you haven't already checked out the next video, do me a favor. Set the reminder for the next video. It's going to be the Palace versus Arsenal preview. It's happening at 7 o'clock. Set your reminder and click that like button while you're at it on that channel. And thank you guys for watching. We're out of here. Bang. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching.